everyone, my name is Galang Ariesta Nugraha and you can call me Galang. In this video, we're gonna talk about Shark Tale movie and the relation from that movie in real life. But first, I want to say thank you to my parents that support me in this video and all of my friends that support me in this video and always remind me to do this project. And thank you for that. And let's back to our topic now and that I'm going to discuss today. So I recently watched Shark Tale movie. This movie was released in September 2004. This animated comedy film produced by DreamWorks Animation Studio and directed by Vicky Jensen, Bibo Bergeron, and Blood Bretterman. This movie dubbed by Will Smith as Oscar, Jack Black as Lenny, Renee Zellweger as Angie, and Martin Scorsese as Sykes, Michael Imperioli as Frankie, and there's a legendary actor Robert De Niro as Don Lino in this movie. Movie start by introduction of all characters, especially Oscar, who fantasize about being rich and famous. Soon after arriving for work at Wellwas, he's called by Sykes because Oscar owes him a lot of money. Angie's best friend, Oscar tries to help him, so she offers him a shiny pink pearl that was a gift from her grandmother to pay his debt. After receiving money from the pound, Oscar takes the money to Sykes at seahorse race. But Oscar hears that the race has been cheated and bets all the money on a seahorse named Lucky Day. Sykes was really angry that money for him is gone. Oscar convinced Sykes that Lucky Day will win the game, but Lucky was not on Oscar's side, so Lucky Day got unlucky and lost the race. Meanwhile, a family of great white sharks, which has associates such as a killer whale, swordfish, and octopus, has a problem with one of their sons, named Lenny. Lenny is a vegetarian and refuses to act the part of a killer like sharks used to be. His father, Don Lino, orders his eldest son, Frankie, to tutor his brother in the family business, like killing and do whatever you like. Frankie sees Oscar being injured by Sykes' two jellyfish. This jellyfish is like act as a bodyguard of Sykes and urged Lenny to eat Oscar. But Lenny, instead of killing him or eating him, it frees Oscar and telling him to go away. Irritated, Frankie charges at Oscar. But suddenly, an anchor falls on his head and killing Frankie. Shocked and terrified, Lenny flees in fit of grief and feels guilty. As there were no other witnesses in that place, and Oscar was seen near the body, everyone comes to believe that he killed Frankie, an opportunity that Oscar decides to tell a lie and exploit the fame to reach his dreams. Then, Oscar returns to the city with a new title of a shark slayer, he said like that. Sykes becomes his manager, and Oscar moves to the top of the reef to live in the luxurious places. At the same time, Don Lino has everyone search for Lenny. When several sharks approach Oscar's neighborhood, his neighbor expects him to drive them away, so he goes runs into Lenny. Since he does not wish to return home, Lenny begs Oscar to let him stay at Oscar's house. Soon, Angie finds out about the lie that Oscar tells and threatens to tell everyone about it. Oscar and Lenny stage an event which Lenny pretends to terrorize the town, and Oscar defeats him. Though this further cements Oscar's reputation, causes the beautiful but sly Lola, is played by Angelina Jolie, to become his girlfriend. It greatly angers Don Lino. Afterward, Oscar and a jealous Angie get into an argument, where she reveals that she had feelings for Oscar even before he became the Shark Slayer or nobody, causing Oscar to dump Lola and reflect the aftermath after what have he done. Oscar buys some Valentine's gift for Angie, but he cannot find Angie anywhere, and he got a cell phone call from Don Lino that Angie has been kidnapped. And after that, Lenny tried to disguise as a dolphin. Then Don Lino threatens Oscar that if he do not comply, he will try to eat Angie. Then Lenny grabs Angie into his mouth. But later, Lenny reveals himself in front of his father. Don Lino was very surprised about it and tries to chase Oscar to the reef. Oscar heads for the whale wash and ends up trapping Don Lino and his son, Lenny. Oscar finally confessed that the truth behind Frankie's death is not him, but the anchor killed it. Don Lino was very surprised about it. And Oscar said to Don Lino that Lenny is liked by everyone, and everyone likes Lenny the way he does. Oscar said to Don Lino that not to prejudge people before he knows them properly. Touched by his fate, Don Lino reconciles with his son. Oscar forsakes all the wealth he has. Then he becomes a co-manager of the whale boss and starts dating Angie. And that's the end of the story, the end of the film that I've been watching. This great film. And here's the thing. A face that tells a lie to get fame, rich, and luxurious, and like a throne, something like that. And people respect for the most important, and it's very instant. This kind of event sometimes happen in our real life. Back then in Indonesia, there's a person who tells a lie, and almost everyone in Indonesia believe what she told about it. I know, bet you know it. Her name is Ratna Sarumpait. She claimed that she is queen of hoax in Indonesia at that time. You want to know who is Ratna Sarumpait? It is. Ratna is an Indonesian artist who has been involved in theater stage, as well as being a social organization activist by establishing Ratna Sarumpait Crisis Center. And Ratna Sarumpait is well known for staging the Marsina Magugat monologue, which was largely banned in a number of areas during the administration of the New Order. The murder of Marsina, a labor activist in 1983, caused Sarumpait to become politically active. She wrote many of the scripts for the stage that relate from that case, and some of them are banned by the new government order at that time. Disillusioned with Suharto's New Order's actions, during the 1997 general election, Sarumpait and his group led pro-democracy protests. Ratna Sarumpait was a human rights activist back then. She flew to Tokyo at that time in 1997 to receive Female Special Award for Human Rights from the Asian Foundation of Human Rights. But at September 2018, she involved in the biggest hoax in Indonesia. She uploaded her photo of her swollen face to social media and said that she had been attacked by unknown people at Hussein Sastranegara International Airport in Bandung. A number of opposition figures like Prabowo Subianto condemned the cowardly attack. However, investigation by Polda Metro Jaya and West Java Regional Police found that on that day there was no international conference in Bandung. That Ratna Sarumpait was not at the airport that day, but visited a plastic surgery clinic at Jakarta. It's really amazing. She said that I'm the best hoax creator. She said like that in the media at the time. After that, she was found that she's going to the clinic. The community or people of Indonesia have no respect to Ratna anymore. People feels that she changed because of power, throne, and yeah, people sometimes love to do that. From this discussion, from the movie and from Ratna cases, I can conclude that if a person tells a lie, he or she get what they want instantly. He or she get what he wanted, like fame, rich, and power, throne, some of cases like that. But people doesn't realize what will happen next. What is the risk after they tells a lie to everybody? So we should more careful what decision we should choose before we trapped by our lies. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, and maybe see you on my other video on my YouTube channel. Thank you. Stay classy.